Cheniya and Darren here. Welcome back to our channel.
What up, what up?
And welcome if you're new here. In the last video, we talked about how we met in a group chat 2020 and then met in person 2022 and how we've just been inseparable ever since. Yeah. So in this video, we're going to be talking about how we actually maintained our long distance relationship. Let's get into it.
That girl is mine, yeah, she's mine. Must see track how we running in each other's mind. I got her back, how she got my girl, we forever tied. When it comes to you, I can't lie.
So if you haven't seen the video of us talking about how we met, go ahead, press pause on this one, go watch that story time, and then come back to this one, okay? All right. And if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, like, comment, share this video. So I was living in Houston.
I was in the ATX.
So Houston, Austin, that's about 3 hours away. And we really made that 3 hours feel like 3 minutes a lot of the time. We'll just pick up from the last video when he drove away, made it to the studio session.
Yep. Made a banger after too.
He did. He made quite a few songs actually. And one of them happened to be about your girl. He really just took initiative to drive to Houston every other weekend from then.
I definitely did. I already knew she was the one, It was she was like, this the one, you know what I mean? There ain't no objections or anything, so I'm gonna be there every single weekend. And we just built that relationship. It's just been up ever since.
Literally, that was August 2022, the first time that you came, and you came every other weekend all the way up till November 2023. So I did the math, and that's right, according to my calculations, that's 445 days.
Yep.
And so you came to Houston every other weekend, and in that span of time, I visited 3 times.
And look, this is something I gotta say for you long distance relationships. It's totally worth it. There's nothing holding y'all back, right? If y'all love each other, y'all can make it happen. Anything's possible. So there's never any, delay or obstacles that's in the way, even with the long distance relationship. So y'all got it, just stick it through, right? Plan towards how y'all gonna come together, and everything will work out in y'all favor. Just have God first, obviously, but it's gonna come.
Yeah, no, 1000%. Like he said, there should be no obstacle that's too big for y'all to overcome to make it work. Like I said, this was just 3 hours away. It's people that are states away. There are people who are countries away from their partners. So that flight, it ain't nothing to book that flight. I'm telling you, I only visited 3 times in that span, and my first time visiting, I actually flew. So it was a 30-minute flight. So I was like, oh, this is great. The other time I came, I drove down. Then the other time I came, my mom, she was going to a conference and she invited me, and I was like, that's perfect. I'll just see Darren. So It was awesome.
Yep.
Outside of visiting each other's homes, when I came to Austin, and then Darren and I went back to Houston, and then we went to Six Flags, and then we came back to Houston, and then you left. So if he wants to, he would, right?
Yeah, ain't nothing was gonna hold me back. I was just like, look, whatever we gotta do, spend some time together, let's make it happen. And it was a great time too, because she got to meet my family, around one of those times that she drove down here. And every single time she came down, got to see them, spend more time. My family got close with her, and they it just all came together. Everything was perfect timing. And afterwards, it was just on a high. I can't even explain it.
Yeah, I mean, my grandmother met Darren the day after I met Darren, so it was just He met everybody from then. My
literally.
aunt, my uncle, my cousins, my siblings, my dad, my mom, my stepmom, my stepdad, like literally everybody he needed to meet. Like he met my great-grandmother.
Grandmother. And I tell her, like, it's a blessing, like, to have your great-grandmother being, you know, at the age that she's in, like, you know, like, not too many people have that. And I'm just like, bro, like, that's so like awesome to have that, like, almost 5 generations, right?
It's 5, yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, we have 2 5-generation pictures in my family. One with me and then another one with my nephew. So yeah, no, I definitely see the blessing that is, for sure. I know many people don't have that. So yeah, like up to my great-grandmother, she knows his name. She don't know, look, when you get a certain age, you start forgetting stuff. She know Darren, okay?
Right.
But yeah, you want to talk about like Six Flags? Like first of all, we was too old to have gone to Six Flags. We did not have the greatest time. We had fun on one ride. But we like literally crawled out of Six Flags, like between banging our heads, the walking, the heat, the everything. Like we was like, bro, we're never coming back here.
Like, you know, when you had that experience as a kid, like going to amusement parks and everything was fun, the rides were amazing, and it's like, you know, that thrill just peaked up to where you're like older, you're like, shoot, I want to go again. Like, that's where we're at, you know. We're just like, shoot, let's go to Six Flags, let's try every single ride. Oh my gosh, like, you know, some of the rides are pretty cool, you know, but then I don't know if it's the machine or if it's just our bodies, but they either had that machine cranked up, the speed cranked up, and the chairs that they had, I don't think, like, all the chairs with the boards and stuff, they don't need that, because we was bow, 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 like, head throbbing and everything. I thought we was gonna have to go to the hospital or something. I was like, felt like I had like 5 drinks or something.
You know, we were very banged up. It was so bad to where they have like the ride side and then they have the water side, and we had to go to the water side and like just lay there and like submerge everything but like our faces up under the water. It was crazy. And then Vegas.
We just hit Vegas, baby. Let's go to New York. I'm getting.
Vegas was a vibe. Like, we had it planned out to the T. And if ever y'all need any, like, you know, trip recommendations, how to go there on a budget, like, we was like, look, we're gonna plan this stuff strategically. And that's exactly what we did. We got to do a lot of dope stuff. Flew a helicopter. We went to Hell's Kitchen. Gordon Ramsay's restaurant, right? And what else did we do? Like, we did so much.
Yeah, we went to David Copperfield's magic show. We went to the spa, got couples massages. We went to Planet something.
Planet 8, something like that.
Yeah, some number, but it was like, you know, like dispensary.
Yeah. Back in the day, you know what I mean? We ain't into that back then. You know, normally people who do go out in, you know, places like Vegas, they go out for the club experience. They go out for, you know, just the typical things. And like, we were just like, look, let's do something a little different. You know what I mean? Let's take it to a whole nother level. And that's exactly what we did. We're at the Luxor hotel. That's the one with the pyramid. But it was so cool. We didn't get to see the spear on foot, unfortunately. It was You know, what would you say was your highlight moment when it came to Vegas?
Definitely Hell's Kitchen. Yeah, it was so good. Like, the service was amazing, the ambiance, the food was amazing. Like, yeah,
Right.
it was just awesome. That's definitely what I would say is the highlight. One thing that I wasn't too happy about was the heat. Okay, the wind was hot.
Yeah.
It felt like somebody opening an oven. Like,
No, literally.
it was terrible.
Like, first landing at the airport, right? And then as soon as we walked outside, it was over.
Yeah.
It, like she said, it felt like an oven, just a wave of oven, just smacked us.
We were in the airport, and over is where you have to go out. And we looked at each other. It was like, is that where we have to go? Like, that heat. Like, I swear, like, opening the oven on 350 degrees Fahrenheit. That's what that felt like.
Yeah,
So
he was crazy. But
yeah.
the food, like she said, was amazing. Right? We had the beef Wellington. Right? What was the very first thing? The appetizers.
Yeah, so we had scallop, lobster risotto. He had the beef Wellington. I had the salmon. We had the macaroni and cheese. And Darren was like, yes. So I know we already got this. I'll take another round.
Look. They didn't, like, I don't even know. It was our birthday week too, right? Our birthdays are 5 days apart from each other, both Leos, right? They wanted to just get dessert, and we're not like dessert people.
Yeah, we literally said no thank you, no thank you.
But they're like, it's on us. We ended up getting our cake. I tried that recipe. That was on another level. I said, matter of fact, like, once we got done with the meals, I was just like, look, let me get another one of them cakes, and then let me get a risotto too, because tell me, it's OD. Like, it was OD. But the food, again, like she said, it was amazing. The risotto, I ain't never had risotto ever in my life before that time, and for the first time, that was amazing. She has though.
Yeah, I've had risotto before. Yeah. The ones from Hell's Kitchen, it was really good. It was the second best I've ever had though. I had this risotto in New York that I literally dream about multiple times a week. So definitely gotta take y'all along with us when we go to that restaurant. The biggest thing that really kept us close, like no other, is FaceTime.
Definitely.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Okay, like, we woke up on FaceTime.
Right.
We went to sleep on FaceTime.
Definitely.
We went to the bathroom on FaceTime. Like, literally, we shared screens and watched movies and shows together on FaceTime. And then, like, even while Darren was working, he would, like, prop me up, like, on the machines he would work on. I went to South by Southwest as well, but on FaceTime, okay?
Right.
This guy literally no cares at all. Prop me up next to the background singer, the drummer, like, would run shows. He literally had it sometimes to where he, like, had his phone like this, like, while he was performing. I was just like, oh my gosh, I never miss a beat. What else was I at that you had me on FaceTime? When y'all went to LA and y'all shot Cali vibe.
Yep.
We out here on the west side, north side, east side, from that south side. I think it's crazy how we came up, yeah. Just know I would never change up, yeah. Elevator stay the same, I am. ALT and with it, that's the game, right?
I was literally on FaceTime while they shot that video. If you look closely, you can see Darren's AirPod He was talking to me on FaceTime.
Literally. We was on FaceTime the whole time. He had ended up in Rolls Royce.
Mm-hmm.
And while we were shooting, like I had a wifey on and what's going on.
Yes.
You know, we were shooting. But it was a vibe. Like that was my actually my first time in Cali, so definitely a great time.
We're gonna actually link the video to Cali Vibe. It'll be in the description, and you should also be able to like click a link, I don't know, like above our heads and be able to watch it. But yeah, amazing video, amazing director, amazing song, amazing artist. So, like, definitely check that out.
Shout out my guy J Mill.
Yeah, shout out Mill.
Yes sir.
Yes sir.
ALTM.
Yeah, Darren was really funny when it comes to our FaceTimes. Like,
what she's saying is I needed her there because we was inseparable. I was like, look, I need my baby here with me, enjoying this vibe, but it was cool.
Yeah, so Darren, he was extremely thoughtful when it came to literally every single thing that was planned. Like, he planned all of our dates. Okay, this is where we're going, and we were really extra when it comes to a lot of things, like more than your average couple. Some of the things that we did, we went to Main Event.
Yep.
We bowled.
Top Golf. Did we ever do that?
Wrong.
Babe.
I'm dead ass. You never took me to Top Golf.
You never been to Top Golf?
I've been to Top Golf, just not with you. We went to, of course, we saw like every movie that came out that year, honestly. Like, oh my gosh. I don't even want to get into our movie shenanigans. It was crazy. Yeah. We went to the movies like literally every time we saw each other. We went to Sandbox VR. What's that show we watched? Squid Game, right?
Squid Game. Yeah. Sandbox VR, like if y'all ever make y'all move here to Austin, or if y'all already in Austin and never been to Sandbox, I definitely recommend it as a date.
Yeah, they got one in Dallas too, I believe. It's a lot of fun.
Yep.
Like, it's very interactive. We literally felt like we was like on the game for real.
But,
and CD, DC, we actually won because it was like playing teams.
No. I'm not going fast. Cross the bridge.
Oh, y'all will cross.
Oh, this is scary.
I don't like this video.
My cousin Skip, he plays sports, so you've seen him play like literally every sport. Like, Darren was coming out for that.
Shout out Skip, man. That boy getting bigger, man. He's in the field. Just, man, I'm proud of him.
Yeah.
Shout out Nolan too, because he really going crazy with the plays, and I was like, come on.
Yeah, shout out Nolan. Nolan's golfing. Nolan's an actor.
Yeah.
He's just growing into such a amazing young man. Just always had something to have in common. We love, Chef Gordon Ramsay. Like we already said, we went to Hell's Kitchen, so we've seen every episode of MasterChef, every episode of MasterChef Junior, every episode of Hell's Kitchen.
Yeah, we did watch everything.
Yeah, like we said in the last video, Love Island was the very first show that we watched together.
We had the opportunity to do it.
Yeah, we had the opportunity to watch Love Island for the first time in 2020, so yeah. The reason why there was such a huge streak of Darren coming to Houston every weekend is because we set the tone for birthdays in our family.
Right.
Like you said, we're only 5 days apart. From there, every single person within my family, it comes their birthday.
Yeah.
Like, it was Nana's birthday, Nolan's birthday, Skip's birthday, my uncle's birthday, Mimi, Gammy, Tahani, like, Poo-Poo.
And I was at all of them, too.
Amaya, literally every birthday, he was there. So, like, that's what really, like, time, like, what is time when you're spending it together? You know what I mean?
Right.
For us to have like only known each other for as long as we knew each other, it was
felt like
nah.
20 years.
It definitely felt like a long time.
Yeah, and still do.
A very lovely family, the Pierres. Thanks for taking me in and giving me Darren. Of fun being able to spend Christmas Eve with them, and then Christmas Day we actually went back to Houston and spent it with my family. And yeah, I mean, this year was the first year of us implementing, like, okay, I'm with my family and then like we're with your family. So this season coming around, my family has already made it very clear that we're going to be with them since we were with your family.
Definitely.
But yeah, I mean, even that balance of being in Austin now and how it's still like long distance, like now I'm in a long distance relationship with my family. So we're making sure that we can keep that togetherness a thing. But yeah, we're just very intentional about all of our conversations.
All right. When it comes to like a lot of people who are in relationships, don't feel bad or think that things are going sideways when y'all aren't always talking about something. Most time it's just, spend time with each other, watch a little movie, whatever it is. It don't gotta be talking 100% at a time to where you gotta try to keep up with that. Like, if you really like that person and you love that person, it's gonna work out between y'all two, and don't worry about it when y'all get married either. Like, it's just gonna continue to grow. Y'all are, met for each other. Y'all are always in each other's spaces, so that won't ever fade, right? The love won't ever fade. Yeah. gotta give him some, because people be like, oh, you gotta be perfect. You don't gotta be perfect, Just enjoy each other's company.
Yeah, it was really nice. Another thing that like kept us really close was we were always talking about our future together. I was in Houston, he's in Austin. It's like, all right, like when we do move in, are you coming to Houston? Am I going to Austin? Like, he made it very clear, like, no, you coming out here to Austin.
I sure did.
Yeah, so it was really nice being able to think about what our routine would be like and all the things, like what kind of furniture we'd have for our place, and just planning and just looking forward to that literally until it happened. Writing it out, like that was another thing that was just like, I get we're not in each other's presence at the moment, but just look at what is going to come about. You know what I mean?
All right. It's as if we were already there, right? Like when you're planning and you're like, shoot, like, this is what we see ourselves. Like, it was like we were already there, and it was just a matter of time.
Yeah. Another thing that was like really funny, very extra of us, is we celebrated our 1 week anniversary, our month anniversary, month 2, month 3, month 4, month 5, all the way up to like a year. Like that's when we were like, okay, let's chill.
Right. Yeah.
We always had date plans, something crazy.
Special.
Well, not crazy, but yeah, like you said, special plan for our anniversary. So.
And we didn't even tell him it was every 25th.
Oh yeah, the 25th. That's our anniversary. That's the day he took me on our first date. Like, we decided that's the day that we was together. So we also had this couples app that literally sent us like questions every day, prompted us to think about certain things regarding our relationship. They had different series of what it would be like when you have a tough conversation, or really just what do you love most and what do you think about this. We each had a question, the same question to answer, to where I could see things from his perspective and he from mine, and that was that's definitely something that really added an extra layer of depth to our relationship, because you know, I would have never thought to ask him the questions that they were asking us. So for us to, you know, answer the question, you don't see what it is that the other person says until you answer the question. Right. So to know that we would like a lot of times say the same thing, that was like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, definitely, you know, a great tool to have, especially when y'all want to learn more about each other and like, you know, just build that relationship further, especially if you know like, oh yeah, that's gonna be my person, you know, like that's who I'm walking down the aisle with, like, type thing. Yeah, that app was definitely a great tool it was a great stepping stone like towards our journey, and like gave us a lot of, you know, we learned a lot more about each other just using that alone.
So how you have a streak, like for those of y'all who have the Bible app or any other apps, it lets you know how many days like you've logged in a row. And I, you know, fell short a couple days, well, more than a couple days. But Darren, he literally kept his streak for 365 days straight.
365, no days off.
No days off. Very, you know, committed. I don't want to come across, I'm pretty sure Darren doesn't either, that it was all sunshine and rainbows. It was a lot of times of frustration. Like, it was just like a learning curve as a whole, to where it's like, you know, when we are together, there are going to be those times. So it was difficult for us to wrap our heads around that, but you know, it's been nice that we had those instances while we were long distance, and how it all meshed very well and transferred. So yeah, that was how we stayed close while we were long distance. And if you like this video, in the next video we'll be talking about how we knew we were the ones for each other.
Yep, so stay tuned and catch us in the next video. All right.